how are we doing, everyone? So we have jiggered around. We've fixed everything up. Hey, so you can see, you can be in the room with me, guys, as we watch the Rome derby. I was just catching the end of the Celta Vigo match there. As you'll know, I'm quietly waiting on, or was waiting on those guys finishing up for one of my better teams this game week. And unfortunately, Betis scored like a 91st minute winner. And, you know, guys are going to lose. I don't know, midfielders get a clean sheet bonus, don't they? But it's not that big. But they'll definitely get the goal conceded penalty. And in that time, Roma are 1-0 up. I actually missed it because I was too busy watching this and trying to set the stream up. So thanks a lot for joining me if you're watching us live again for this. If you missed earlier on, we did PSG and Ajax Feyenoord, and we kind of caught little bits and pieces of what was going on elsewhere. We're here now for the Rome derby. Alongside that, I think Sociedad Seville is going to come on in the middle screen for me, and I've got Wolfsburg Leverkusen over here at the moment. I don't really have much. I've got Max Arnold over here playing as a captain in All-Star Rare Pro team, so I'll pay a little bit of attention to that. JJ, who I was planning on watching here, Joanne Jordan, is on the bench for Seville, and I have got nothing in the Rome Lazio game. I just wanted to watch it for the banter, and I thought you guys would be interested in that as well, since it's one of the biggest games in world football, never mind Italian. So yeah, hope you enjoy this, guys. I've been playing about with the toys and stuff, so I can zoom in from there, but I need to be in the middle, and like over here, it's kind of a crap shot with the wall and stuff. I'll mess about with it. Probably in time for El Clasico, we'll adjust it again. But I just thought I'd give you this whole sitting on the couch with me look, you know, like you're sitting there, I'm sitting here, we're watching the games together. We can talk about the games and SO5 and all the fun stuff in between. I'll leave this here. I don't like this door. I need to get this covered somehow. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me live. At any point in the stream, if you do have a good time, please do drop the like button for me. And yeah. I think I need to move my cup holder. That's the only thing that's left to be readjusted so I can get all nice and comfy. Watch the game with yous. And I really should move my monitor. But I can't be against. I can maybe move the second monitor. That could be something I could do. And the good thing about this camera angle is you guys don't really even need to see me. But what I'm going to put on screen the now is this little camera 2 guy I've got here. And you'll be able to see the Sorare data page that we were playing about with before, and we can see it for Lazio and Roma. So it's Tammy Abraham that's picked up the goal. And Roma are leading 1-0. Jose Mourinho doesn't do attacking football, people say. Out the trap quick. Get in front early. And will he park the bus? That's Italian football, they'll get away with that. Got to love it. Okay, I'm just going to sort my desk out. I think we're just about there. I'm tempted to maybe move this screen so that I can have it like there. Yeah, I think that could be smart. Let's give that a try. And as I say, I don't think you even need me. I can just move this camera off page. Sorry guys, don't know what happened there. Uh-oh. And it's anarchy. Okay, cool. So the play page needs to go. No, it's not that page. Is it this page? There we go. That needs to go on top. There we go. Sorted. Right. Let's see if, or maybe do you want to even have it on this screen? Is that maybe better for you? Let's leave it on the screen now. We can chat gibberish, and I'm going to try and adjust a screen here as we see Celta Vigo go away into the sunset with no points today, unfortunately. And that's fed through there. That wire I know is quite short. Let me see. I think it's with this. It's a big heavy clamp. It's holding a screen that's meant to hold. Laptop. Oh, why did I decide to do this? Oh, part of me just wants to throw the throw the toys at the pram with this idea. Well, let's endeavour. What I need to do is pull the desk. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm twisting this the right way. Get a feeling not. Oh, nightmare. Oh, what a bleeding nightmare that was. Oh. Right, better be bloody worth it now. Move my Dragon Balls over here. Leave this guy down here. Oh. Yeah, I might have to. If this gets comfy, then this gets comfy, then oh yeah, this gets comfy. Still, yeah. I think I'm going to be redoing the formations in the studio soon. Let me fix this mouse. Or as my wee granny used to say, in the name of the wee man. In the name of the wee man. Oh, right, this is quite cool. Does make me want to read. I'm definitely going to be doing a wee bit of, not remodeling yet, but I'm going to be redoing the formation in here, I think, in terms of the desk and everything, because I do quite like this vibe. And the shot, we can make it a bit better. I can maybe move the desk out or something. We can we can work on it. Then Bentley misses open net from 2 yards. Oh, I had actually had the Leon game on, and I turned it off because I was still watching Celta Vigo. But maybe we'll put Leon back on. Juve finished 2-0 as well. Did you see Vlavic's miss? That was an absolute. Oh, it was a bad one. Let's get the play page back up. We'll kind of switch between. And then camera. Oh yeah, I've got a little camera over here now. But I don't know where it's looking exactly. Let's we need to put it to the top, don't we? Yeah. It's looking over here now. That's kind of fine. You can see this. Yeah, that's a fine wee angle. We can deal with that. Oh, love it, guys. Buzzing. Super happy, nice and comfy. I definitely need to, because this desk is like a three-piecer, and you can totally like, unscrew it, take it apart, and put the short bit at a different side and the long bit at a different side, whatever. And it has crossed my mind to maybe look at that. And feeling tonight, man, because like this type of stream like is fun, and I plan on obviously watching a fair amount of football over the next little while. So I don't plan on slowing down, to be honest with you. There's a Seville team coming out there now, so pretty much the same team that played midweek, I think, except for JJ being on the bench and Oliver Torres starting. Otherwise, I think it's the same team. El Nasseri doesn't start either. En Nasseri, whatever his name is. But yeah, let's get tuned into this Roma game. That's what we're here for. The Rome derby, one of the biggest derbies in world football, definitely top 5. And later on today, we're seeing another of the definite top 3 in El Clasico and Super Clasico. What's the other one of the 3, you might ask? I'd probably say it's the Old Firm. But I would say that, of course I would. Sorloth starts for Sociedad. No David Silva. I think Mikel Merino starts as well. So some familiar faces to FC Barcelona fans. Lazio on the break here. Pedro, by the way, has been quality for Sarri this year at Lazio. If you like the old gold, it feels like the Penfez is maybe giving that strategy a bit of a resurrection. Because he was talking about it recently. I had seen some people tweeting about it. So Pedro's one that could definitely fit that bill. Look at Sarri and his mad beer belly. The camera angles are giving him like he's some sort of mad gladiator or something. Julius Caesar type maybe. I've not seen as much of Roma this year as I would have liked. I'm a big Mourinho fan, as some of you guys will know. And I do need some way of actually keeping on top of the live chat. Could really actually do with having this screen like here. At half time I might goof about and try all that again. Because if I could have it here, that would be way better. But part of the thing I'm worried about is like unplugging it, because when I unplug it, I'm going to lose screens and it might all go jiggery pokery and with me being live. So yeah, I think I'll do that next adjustment. Maybe try and do the whole thing actually for the El Clasico or for the Super Clasico. Fist bumps to everyone, by the way. Thanks a lot for joining us. Scott Marshall, Gaza, Mikey Baston, Chani, and we had a few other folk joining us as well, I'm pretty sure. Hudson Sin, Shrewsbury Wolf, thanks very much, guys. Anything you want to throw at me, I'm happy to discuss and talk about anything you fancy, really. But we're trying to watch a wee bit of Roma Lazio, and I can watch this as a bit of a neutral. I also have some budget guys. I need to fill in some rare spots in my team, so I was planning on doing that kind of streaming tonight. So we might even where's the pull out bed? I think this couch that you're sitting on the end of, I think you can turn that. I think it goes flat. I think you can turn it into a bed. So we'll see what happens. I've also got a wee camera 3, but it's a little duffer. I basically have kept everything I've ever had to buy to make content. So this is like the camera that just came out of the cupboard. And then Zella Ryan, Captain starts, and Captain Morgan starts as well. I'm probably actually going to be putting the Columbus Crew on one of these TVs as well at some point. So I want to see Zella Ryan. And been a great day of football. I've not paid attention at all to Leverkusen, Wolfsburg. I was just so engrossed in Celta Vigo. And I didn't even know actually how the scores have panned out for me in relation to that. So let's have a wee check out, a wee refresh. Let's see what we've got going on. Guardiola breaks the top 5. Oh, so he does. I know Minami still holding in top 5 spots for me as well. This limited team, no. So I'm waiting on Depay for later on. El Clasico could be really exciting for me for All-Star Rare. I'm 1 point off of a card at the moment, and basically I've got Captain Depay to run. So if he was to do Captain Depay things, then, you know, the podium is not out of the question. If we're just in contention to finish 3rd, if he was to max out his points and nothing else got in our way. But yeah, we should be getting a good tier 1 from this, I would hope for anyway. Max Arnold is running the now. I don't think he can. Yeah, I really need a miracle from Arnold to get me into the mix here. And 88% ran. There's been not much hope I would hang on. JJ's starting on the bench, which has kind of killed this team, unfortunately. And I do feel really bad for Slovic and Giacomakis because they've both did amazing this game week, and unfortunately the pieces I've put around them have been poor. At this moment in time, we would only be like 50 to 100 points off of a decent finish. And him being a DNP, or, you know, it's a sub, unlikely to contribute much at all. And these guys just falling a little bit short. That team could have done something pretty good. Friend of the channel, McBride, is ferociously hunting down the podium in All-Star Super Rare. So send him your love, goodwill, and prayers and wishes and all that good stuff. We hope McBride continues his amazing run of form. Of course we do. Challenger Europe, DNP Larson. Still to run. It's Captain Zella starts. Captain Zella can, I think, yeah, we need him to really bang and not much else get in our way. He can maybe drag this team over the line into getting a card. And we were 12 points off. Andre Silva came off without a decisive. And everyone else done their job, really. Everyone else did fine. It was just the striker did not get the decisive. And we're finishing, yeah. We really got a card with a decisive from the forward. That's a sore one. And then this, 11 points off of a tier 2 super. 89% complete. We're sitting in 11th. We've only got a 6-point buffer, but to be kicked out of the prizes. That's hard lines, man. It's tough going. I'm not going to. There's the Tammy Abraham goal. Lovely crash finish. Like, I love goals like that where it's just body on the line. Who's that that's played that cross? Cars drop. And he's just like, I don't care what it takes. I'm putting my body on the line. I'm getting on the end of that cross. Great finish from Tammy Abraham. Little ball from Mkhitaryan, set up Karsdrup, and then wow, man. That ball gets through 5 Lazio defenders and past the goalkeeper to Tammy Abraham at the back post. And as I say, it's like a karate kick, you know, in the air style execution from him. And he just crashes into the net with the ball. You know, it's brilliant. He's looking buzzing with himself, and I don't blame him. Great goal in a big match. We love that. So, yeah, but no decisive, man. I needed a 57 average between the two of these guys, and I think, what average did we end up with? 108 between them, so like 54. 11 points off of a better super, only 45 points off the top. One decisive. If you know, there's always like Tammy double. Oh, is it 2 goals? Oh my god. Oh my god, 2-0. That's a great goal. Oh, so that's made it 2-0. Jose's buzzing, man. Did you hear Jose Mourinho's pre-match comments? They were talking about, I can't remember what they were saying, but he said, we've got to play European football and Lazio players can all just sit around with Sarri and smoke cigarettes and relax. And I'm like, oh, I love Jose. Because Sarri's like bait for it as well. He's not a mind game winner. You know, he might try and play them, but he's definitely not a winner. Whereas Jose, he's got the boys firing up, man. 2-0, wow. A good catch. I never even know. I thought it was a replay of the first goal. Who doesn't want MLS U23 forward for the summer? Yeah, well, I do need one. So I made a little list, right, guys, of what I need to go shopping for over the streams today, okay? So I've got, these are my notes from when I've did the depth chart on the board before. And Lazio coming down the right here, sorry. Never mind. What I've wrote down from when I did this assessment, non-EU forwards X4, under 23 rare defender X1, America mid, not necessarily MLS, definitely not MLS in fact, X1, Asia forward X1, and America defender, again, not MLS based, X1, and then I've put U23 SR X2, and that was all non-EU requirements FC Barcelona is actively in the market for. So I put some money away with a friend of on this camera. Let's talk on this one. A friend of mine recommended I put some money into a thing called Maple. It's like a mad finance DAO or something. And anyway, that's done pretty well. Long story short, I took 0.55 off the balance sheet, and now I've managed to deposit today an ETH with the same, you know, just how well it's done in the movement of ETH, etc. So that money I'm going to use to plug some gaps. I definitely have a need. That's a great finish from Abraham, man. Definitely have a need for a rare defender, undoubtedly. Because the mistakes I've made this game week that I can see, and the mistakes I made last game week, have been down to how tight my defense options really are. So I need to get a proper defender in to bolster the ranks. And I don't know, I'm in a few different minds. I was thinking earlier about guys like Frimpong and Pedro Porro and whatever, but I think I maybe just get a top quality addition, you know. I don't want to spend an ETH on one card, but I think it could make that big enough difference. I then also think I've still not truly replaced Sané. So then I'm thinking to myself, and again, my forward options have been terrible since I let Sané go for rare, because Depay and Werner and Andre Silva since Depay's went, they've all been unreliable, to be kind. So I mean, yeah, I've got a lot going on in my mind in terms of some rare. I need a rare defender and a rare midfielder, I think. In Europe would definitely almost 3-0 Roma. Good play. Mkhitaryan setting up for number 59. I think that I was gonna say Cengiz Under, but he's at Marseille, sorry. The finish from 59 was feeble. Goalkeeper made light work of it, to be honest. And then the follow-up was just smashed and went nowhere. It was a follow-up from Mkhitaryan again, wasn't it? Yeah, big left foot, just swinging a miss. The Roma bench is animated, they're loving it. Seville Sociedad are about to come out, so I don't really care about this game anymore because JJ's on the bench. There's just some good action shots there of JJ and Rakitic going to the bench. Obviously the A-listers in the team, but I was thinking, you know, like, I know they just played and whatever, yada yada, but as minutes have been managed, Joan Jordan says I'm talking about, he's not going to the Spain team. They've got an international break coming up. This is a big match for Seville. They're still trying to hunt down, you know, if Real Madrid drop points tonight against Barca, Seville can really keep the hunt going in their mind, you know. So I see this as a 6-pointer for Seville, you know. Obviously, like if Real Madrid beat Barca, then I think it's Real Madrid's title to lose really at that point. But an important match for Seville all the same. Is that the Wolfsburg match finished then? I guess we'll take is that Wolfsburg finished? Let's have a wee peek. Max Arnold. Oh, it's still live. Why have I got into it? So is that at half time? Yeah, it's half time. Oh, okay. I've seen it come back on. Must have been the first half highlights. Lucas Nemeka is back in town, guys. Starting in the front three with Cruz and Wind. So Nemeka is back in town, guys. So, and again then, so do I need a rare forward if I have Nemeka coming back? So I've got enough rare mids, definitely. I've got enough rare defenders, and I've got super rare mids coming out of my ears, as you'll know. So maybe actually I don't have as much of a burning need, because Enes Ünal has been kind of earmarked into that D2 team, and I can maybe bring the Mecha back into a Champ Euro Rare Pro action. Yeah, I think that kind of relieves a bit of the pressure I've got for an EU striker, because Haaland is, not Haaland, just watching him score there. Werner is knocking about, Depay is knocking about, Andre Silva is knocking about, you know, so between the three of them, there's less of a reliance if super rare Nemeka is knocking about, you know. Can't believe I didn't pick up a Brandon Vazquez. Now, the thing about Brandon Vazquez, right, is that he's had a good couple of games, but he's one of these names that I hear getting mentioned in all the MLS podcasts as like a guy that had a bit of talent. I cannot remember where Cincinnati drafted him in from. I think he may have been a trade from one of the LA teams, perhaps, or something like that. But he's a guy with a slither of a previous profile, you could say. And, you know, I wouldn't be counting my chickens on a guy like Brandon Vazquez. I'm definitely after some MLS cards for this season, but I'm only after really new faces, guys I've not had the opportunity to pick up as of yet. I'm going to be quite heavily focused, I think, on New York. I might even try and get another Atlanta card or two. But otherwise, all my American contingent, I want to get into South America. I want a Brazil. Yeah, so I want Brazil cards. I want a Brazil defender, like a Corinthians player or something. And what else do I have? So I need 4 forwards. I think what I was thinking about with the forwards is I'm going to need 1 or 2 from MLS, and I would like 1 or 2 from South America, because I've only got Chicharito as a rare forward now that Johnny Russell's left. So I've got that spot to fill, and I'm going to wait for auctions to fill that spot, the replacement for Johnny Russell. And it's going to be like Patrick Kamala, ex-Celtic player, of course, or like Talis Magno or Santi Rodriguez. It'll be a New York-based player or 2, I would suspect. And then South America, I've got no real idea. I would like a River Plate player, so I then think I would like a Julian Alvarez. And with the money that I've just done from that trade, I could make that work. But he's about to go to Man City, so that's that element of having a footprint in South America is short-lived. And even though the transfer to Europe is very appealing, and ultimately what you can do hope for some of these guys to happen, that their profile raises, they go to bigger and better stages of the game, on the pitch and on SO5. It's not what I'm after. I'd quite happily take a 28-year-old right now who's like a good guy and I can get behind. I can buy his story, you know, who he is and what he's about and where he's been and that kind of idea. I know I would like to have a requirement there for a mid. Yeah, I do an American mid. I think I was quite interested in Juan Quintero, but that was me just being a bit soft. That's Wolfsburg we're looking at. We don't want to see Wolfsburg. We want Roma. But yeah, we'll change that screen. I was looking at Juan Quintero. Now, Juan Quintero is like, it was like the heir to, oh, sugar. James Rodriguez, and it didn't really work out for him in Europe, Porto in particular. He's not got cards yet. But I did see that he's been on the River Plate squads, and I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind one of him, because I know who he is and I can get behind him in that kind of way. But alas, no card for him. Looking at the scores here, I was going to say Zaliski's doing pretty good, but there we go. It's on a 40. You can see that? Yeah, you can see that. Sorted. Karstrup on the 60 with his assist. Tammy Abraham on 80.5 with his 2 goals. Hisage on 29. Lucas Leiva, Luis Alberto, and Milinkovic Savic have been starting recently, and I actually went through a little period of talking to people about Luis Alberto, saying like he is kind of available for sale. There's a big price tag. I think Sarri is only really playing him to get him sold, but they have been playing quite a lot recently. So with the success Lazio have been getting, maybe he sticks around a bit longer. But pretty sure his contract's up. Might even be in the summer, or yeah, the contract situation with him is a topic of conversation. Big Wind and Lucas Nemeka are having a wee conflab. Fantastic. What a day of football, guys. So far, I've watched most of Ajax Feyenoord and most of, all of PSG Monaco. I then caught, what else did I catch? Slices of Espanyol, Mallorca, Leipzig, Frankfurt, predominantly second half, Celta Vigo, and Betis. I wouldn't even say that I've paid attention to Wolfsburg, Leverkusen at all, to be honest with you. Seville, Sociedad just started, and we're getting up to speed with the Rome derby. There's Sarri having a cigarette. God, I love him, man. I'm a smoker, so I can dig it. I love a lot about Sarri as well. When he got the Chelsea job, I was really excited because, like, with my kind of coaching background and aspirations that I used to hold, somebody like Sarri and Jose Mourinho are massive like role models because they're non-professional players that have made it to the highest level, and I was quite happy to see Sarri win a Scudetto with Juve, won the Europa League with Chelsea, because Napoli didn't win anything, but it was so close to winning the Scudetto. And it looks like Lazio, are they maybe in the Coppa? Are they maybe in the final of something? Or I think he's doing pretty well with that. So, and again, a guy like that, I can dig it, So I love seeing him having his wee cigarette in the middle of the Rome derby, one of the biggest games in world football. He's just there on the bench having a fag. Losing 2-0, losing his mind. What was I waiting to check there? I'm looking at the Lazio team. Why am I looking at the Lazio team? Max Arnold, big ball up front to Nemeka, brings it down, plays it in for Wind. Oh, that's what I like to see. What I like to see. That's what I like to see. What was I coming here to look at? Oh, Lazio's situation with fixtures and whatever. So they're out the Europa League. They're out the Coppa Italia, but they were in the quarters. No, I don't know why I'm thinking that then. Maybe it's just they're standing in the table. No. What about last year? I know he was there last year. Did they win something maybe? Can't recall. Anyone knows what I'm thinking about, let me know. It's Mourinho though, so good chance they throw it away. Well, it's possible. I think Mourinho's doing. Mourinho loves Italy. I would love Italy as well. Need to go. Have you heard much about Vrancic at Wolfsburg? If he will be a long-term starter, Darren, that is a great question. I've watched lots of Wolfsburg this year, and a friend of the channel, Mark Aleli, actually has his unique. And Vrancic ranks is quality. Quality. How's that question finish? Young, but seems to be in and out of the team. He's only been in and out. I can't really comment. Actually, I don't know if he started this match or not, but he has been brilliant. He's always been good when I've seen him. He's not put a foot wrong. The manager has been under a lot of flack. The manager's kept his job. The form is turning round with guys like Wind breaking into the team. Nemeka just came back this week, basically. Arnold has some good scores recently. But I think it is keeping him in that team because what they're doing is they're playing 3-4-3. I think Javier Schlager's back, and if he's lost his spot to him, then it's hard to see him getting back in. But in midfield, Max Arnold has had to. I think I see Javier Schlager on the pitch, by the way. So if he's let me go check before I comment any further. If he's lost his place to Javier Schlager, he has, yeah. So Javier Schlager and Arnold is going to be a much better pairing for how this manager wants to play than Astor Franks. Astor Franks he can play a bit of that ball playing stuff. He's got some good passes in him. He's a big, strong guy, and he can shoot from range. I think I've seen him score some. He's actually scored a goal or two this year, and I think they've been belters, like absolutely wellied the ball. But Javier Schlager and Max Arnold is the pairing, and I might even have a wee peek and see what Javier Schlagers are going for at the moment. It's a fun name to say as well, Javier Schlager, No, it's not Javier. It's Javer. Javer Schlager. There's two super rares, none of them are available now. His rare floor is pretty high. There'll be people knowing that he's back playing, and he can be capable of some pretty tidy scores. But yeah, he's not anything amazing. These will be like Salzburg scores as well. No, this is Wolfsburg. What about this? Paderborn. He used to play for RB Salzburg. No Austria League scores here. All German. That's fine. But he's a really good player, Darren Darby. I don't know what that information can help you with, but I can tell you for a fact he's good. And he's not been bad in that team. It's just that Javerschlager's a bit... I've not watched a lot of him in recent times to really say, but I would imagine and I could see him recovering there. He's just quicker, you know, on the foot than what Vranks is, because Vranks isn't slow, but he is a big guy, you know, he's a big tall man, very strong, big frame. Roma are building play on the outside of the box here. Mkhitaryan to Cristante. Cristante out to Karsdrup again. Karsdrup finds it for 27 and they lose the ball, but they've kept it, they've won it back. Roma on the front foot, free kick, yep, about 35 yards out, free kick to Roma. Yeah, Javerschlager, I think his heat map will be just much bigger and better. I was thinking Klamala, but Ashley Fletcher's arrival is super intriguing. Yeah, well, it's not a... They did have Fabio. I don't think he's staying. I think he's away now. I think he was a short-term loan. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Thomas Bradley. I think I'll be getting a Klamala for banter anyway, you know, like... and if he's playing and whatnot, it's a double dunter. I'm going to get a Ryan Gold, so that's a MLS midfielder that I don't really need that I will be getting. And yeah, Talos Magno, if he's classified as a forward. Santi Rodriguez, I don't know what he'll be classified as. Same with Thiago Andrade. I'm pretty sure Thiago will be classified as a midfielder. Thiago Almada, I would be interested in knowing what position he's going to be classified as. And a Luis Araujo wouldn't be too bad to get either. Free kick, Roma. Oh, what a goal! Is that Karstrup? 35, 40 yards out, guys. Whatever it was I said. Oh, no, it was Pellegrini. Wow, what a goal, guys. Pick it out. Wow. Totti looks buzzing, doesn't he? Totti's a happy man. 8 goals in Serie A this season. Lorenzo Pellegrini on the 39th minute. Wow. And the fans are going mental. They love Jose Mourinho. Totti, look at him. Totti. What a free kick. Wait till you see this again. You should be able to see it, eh? Yeah, you should be able to adjust it. Oh, top bins. Here we go. Oh, lifts it right high. Swerves, bends, and dips. The keeper gets a fingertip to it. But it is absolute postage stamp. Oh my god, man. Like, the most perfect entry point of the goal frame. The keeper's so unlucky here. He just touches it with his fingers, but... Oh, wow. What a free kick. And an interesting thing that I noticed early on with Mourinho at Roma is I said to the guys privately, and I think I said it on a few streams, but I was very interested in getting a Roma midfielder because... Mourinho's midfielders are very predictable, and you'll get ones that can contribute maybe like 4 goals, 5 goals a season, about 4 or 5 assists. We'll get lots of touches, lots of AAs, probably liable for a booking once in a while, yada yada. And I wasn't sure, was he going to play Veretout, was he going to play Cristante, was he going to bring in a Sergio Oliveira type, etc. Anyway, what I've noticed when I've watched Roma this year, and it's been like 4 or 5 times throughout the season, no short period condensed watching, if that makes sense. Brian Cristante follows every set piece in as if the goalkeeper's going to drop it. And again, that's something that anyone who's... And again, I don't think anyone who I've ever coached watches the channel, but if you do, you can verify this. I would have somebody like always... Like, if I could put them behind the wall, that would be where I'd put them. Oh, what a shot from range. Was that Pellegrini again? Mkhitaryan, wow. And I would tell them, you put your back to the wall, just you look at the goalkeeper. As soon as you hear the sound of that ball getting hit, you just run towards the goal. And if he drops it, spills it, anything happens, you're on it. And sometimes people feel stupid doing orders like that so deliberately, you know, because people like to, you know, people are vain on the football pitch, I suppose. And sometimes the boys would do it, sometimes they wouldn't anyway. But definitely resulted in, I think, 2 goals, 3 goals over 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, probably about a goal a season. And Cristante does that, and he got 2 goals. Let me check. He got 2 goals over like a couple of games spell, not long after Mourinho came in, and that's how I kind of noticed that's what he was up to, because it was the very first goal. That's what it was, a cheeky little free kick where they made out they were going to cross it to the back post, but instead they just passed it and like slid it in to the 18-yard box, I feel like, on the near side. And it was Cristante 1-1 with the keeper scores anyway. Let's see the scores. That's one to say. You get 2 right close each other, because I think I was eyeing up. Or it might have just been this period back here. Zoria, Sassuolo. I think Sassuolo rings a bell. Trabzonspor, yeah. So around this kind of period here somewhere, I think it was, where he's got a goal and assist against Trabzonspor, a goal and assist against Sassuolo, and then around here against Zoria as well. I don't know if it was in Europe, but yeah, he's been doing well with even just some AA 60 pluses. So yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, that's a slightly repeatable situation. You can maybe find a goal scoring deep line midfielder on the odd game week, you know, when it maybe has a minnow in Europe or a minnow in the league, that kind of idea. Lazio are out the Coppa Italia semis. Yep, thanks very much, Stocky Scott, sorry, I beg your pardon. Chase Nicolai, is Svilar going to Roma? It feels like that's all signed, sealed and delivered, and his prices went up, and I don't get it, because Rui Patricio, Portuguese #1 keeper, has just been brought in by Mourinho to Roma and is the #1 goalkeeper. I don't get it. I'm tempted to list him myself. Roussillon here on a bit of a run. Robert Andrich, by the way, as well, the big #8 for Leverkusen, has been one of my standout players of the season, and like unexpected standout players of the season in European football. It's been so good. I had the privilege to watch him when he came to Celtic Park. He was a very good player. Wind! Oh, off the bar! Or the post! And then the clearances. Oh, Wind almost got a goal there. That was Mbabu into Wind's feet, spin and turn, shot, beat the keeper off the post, and it comes out to Tapsoba, I think, who just one-touch clearances it for a corner. Yeah, Wolfsburg are knocking at the door, man. I did fancy Wolfsburg to do well today. That's why I captained Arnold in Yield team, because let's put this camera back on, because yeah, he's on corners and stuff, and it's Max Arnold. Corner flung in. It's still alive. Is that Javer Schlager at the back post? It is, by the way. Javer Schlager has had plenty of touches of the ball. I'll be interested to see what his score is today, because he's looked vibrant. Lacroix there, stopping himself from getting booked. Lazio going to try and attack now, maybe? No, maybe. Not paying attention to Seville Sociedad at all. Somebody's offside in Germany. And Lazio stroking the ball out left to right. Looks like Luis Alberto's on the ball. Is that Ciro Immobile? Horrible pass from whoever that was. It wasn't Ciro Immobile. Ciro Immobile. I used to love Ciro Immobile on Football Index and on FIFA. And honestly, whenever I think about Champ Euro forwards, I always do think, like, why have I not had an Immobile this entire time? Because I love him on FIFA. I used to love him on FIFA because his finishing stats are incredible. He's one of these guys, you get him in the box, get a shot on target, you've got a chance. And he's a great guy if you ever got like informs of him, because those finishing stats, composure stats, etc. would just be amplified. So yeah, Ciro Immobile. Cool, cheers. I've seen him 3 or 4 times and impressed. Tough for him at that age if more trusted players ahead of him. Yeah, Darren, that's basically, I'm the same boat as you. Champion Europe in the mud. Dembele subbed off on 31 points. Absolute bummer, Channy. So Moussa Dembele, I was looking at, actually, again, Champ Euro forward, ex-Celtic player. And again, I'm kind of thinking I should have had an Dembele sort of this whole time. But he's never been overly appealing for me to go and get, or anywhere near a priority profile, because I've had Sané for so long, I've had Depay for so long. I spent, at the time, and even still, I suppose, a lot of money on Werner and Andre Silva. So it's hard to justify bringing in Moussa Dembele in. But it's a gutter if he's only brought in 31 points. He is, I can tell you from even when he was in Scotland, like, he's so goal reliant for like a good performance. He doesn't do much. He can, but he doesn't. You know, he's so frustrating. Rogers got lots out of him, but I don't think And don't get me wrong, I think he's been back in form since he's been back in the team under Peter Bosz. And I was a big fan of Peter Bosz at Leverkusen last year. I really don't get what's going on with Leon. I'm also thinking about, and I really don't need any more midfielders, do I, guys? But I've also been thinking about Lucas Paqueta. With having Cunha, like I've sent some tentative offers out to try and get an Alisson in. I would try and trade my Alisson. I would try and trade my super rare Thomas Hassel. Would you believe, for an Alisson? Because the values, I think, should be not too far apart at some point in time. Anyway, I just like the idea of getting a wee Brazil stack together, you know. But Alisson's such a expensive piece. Got the Cunha. A wee Paqueta's not too expensive. And then, you know, there's some defenders that are not too badly priced that should play. And then it's just finding an extra piece, maybe a super rare somehow from somewhere, which could be expensive, I suppose. That's kind of what I'm thinking with that. But anyway, I'm saying all this out loud as I'm watching the Roma win 3-0 at Lazio. We're approaching half time, 10 seconds to go or so. Because I am ruining these. You know, I've been putting the puzzle together in my teams, like, and I felt it 3 weekend game weeks in a row that in defence I've just been super light. And yeah, it's half time. It's 3-0 to Roma. I'll get a chance to see Tammy Abraham's first goal, I think, now. As Leverkusen put a speculative ball in the box. I think that's Moussa Diaby, drops it down for somebody, and they give the ball away to Mbabu, who gives it to Wind, who gives it to Schlager, who gives it to Max Arnold, who charges up the pitch. Max Arnold plays the ball like silk out to the right-hand side. It's 4-on-4 in the box, and Mbabu swings it in. No one gets anywhere near it, unfortunately. Cleared away by Leverkusen. And Leverkusen might try and counter-attack here with Mitchell Bakker. He gets away from Schlager. He doesn't quite get away from Arnold. And Leverkusen turn over the turnover. And again, it's 5-on-5 in each half, basically. Leverkusen are linking up here. Nemeka and Wind, all the guys are in position. Max Kruse, Wind is in the box, tries to dink it through. Again, doesn't find anyone, and Leverkusen can collect it and move away. They need to utilise his ability in the box more with crosses, trying to force it down the middle the entire game. Leon looked weak. Yeah, well, that's... You only really want Dembele involved in the final 18 yards. Like, if you can get him doing, like, one touch, like, pass... Like, if you're trying to counter-attack through Dembele, if you can get it into his feet, he can play one touch, spin and run, then cool. But otherwise, yeah, you want to get him in the box and you want to be feeding him in any which way possible where you can create good opportunities. He's not somebody you want to be forcing everything into when your build-up play. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good move. Because again, Ream, like Leon will know better than this, but Ream are not a crap team, especially at the back. You know, Rakovic is a great goalkeeper. Wout Faes, as well knows, a quality guy. And I think they've got somebody else in defence that's highly respected, well thought of. Is this Zidane Sartemir about to come on? The rookie? It's number 33 for Leverkusen. I think that's his squad number. Similar haircuts. That's all I can tell you. We'll see how good Moussa Diaby is going to be now without Works. You guys know for ages I've been a Diaby skeptic. Max Arnold over another free kick. I love how dominant Max Arnold is on set pieces in this team. I missed out on a super rare, guys. A super rare went on auction like 2 days ago. And it went for under 0.6. And I fell asleep. I did go for it, sort of, but I fell asleep. Nightmare, man. Max Arnold over the ball. Nemeka, Wind, Brooks. Big targets in there. Flick on front post. Keeper catches it. Are Seville in the white? Yeah, Seville are in the white. Not really paid attention to that match. But I can tell by looking at it now. It's got a good temperature to it. Is that 22? Martial? Just swinging balls in. Oh, number 11. Oh, terrible first touch. Let him down. I think that's Hadir. Munair. Yeah. Munir El Haddadi. Wilsberger attacking. I think this is Nemeka on the ball. Drops it back for Roussillon. Roussillon swings it into the box. Doesn't find anyone, man. Nemeka's giving him jips, saying he should have played that back to me. It's weird because I can hear people out on the street and stuff. I don't really ever have that when I'm in here. Also, it's the weekend and folk are just kicking about, loving life. I've just seen Bronu again, the other defender for Wolfsburg. He looks very similar to Xaver Schlager. So maybe that's why I think Xaver Schlager's heat map is going to be everywhere. So I think he's two people. Oh, Seville in the box and Martial, two defenders snuffed him out. Max Arnold on another corner for Wolfsburg, swings it in, nice delivery. Just doesn't find a head of the Wolfsburg, but it is back out. The work self, the Leverkusen boys clear it for yet another Wolfsburg corner. I was going to say that's Robbie Savage doing some mad cheesy advert, but it's not Robbie Savage. It's I don't know who that guy is, but his hair is very well done. Max Arnold runs the length of the pitch to take the corner on the other side. Love it. Love the dedication, Max. 63 minutes gone in Wolfsburg, 0-0, and we're all cheering on Captain Max Arnold. And super rare in America, we want him to get confidence and form up for when we're playing him again. It's good to see him start today. It's good to see he's still number one choice. And I did suspect it would be him, Wind and Kroos when they were all fit and available. And like Max Phillip and those kind of characters would drop down to the bench. Here we go. Max Arnold swings it in again. Nice delivery. I think that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, I think Wolfsburg did win the header there. Yeah, Mikel Merino's on the pitch. Got a bit of a swagger. Dropping a foul, just kicking somebody. Oliver Torres. And by the way, if you guys are ever after a Champ Euro limited or rare mid, Oliver Torres, by the way, is like, I got his ticket card and I've watched Seville like a fair bit this year. No, it's Hinchape that's about to come on for Mitchell Bakker. I can never say this guy's name. Hinchape. And Oliver Torres, by the way, like, he's one of these guys that will show up at a team. He's not young now, maybe like 25 or something, but he'll show up at a team in England or in Spain or somewhere, and people, live event, is it? Oh, it's because I was still on the Celta Vigo one, wasn't it? Samsung, yeah. Would you cry it? Oh, this is the first Abraham goal. Oh, the crappiest goal in the world. Balances out with the second one, I suppose, but it's a corner or something in, and the goalkeeper dives into the net, punching the ball out, and it comes off Tammy Abraham's like groin area. Goes in. But that Oliver Torres, by the way, really technically sound, very high energy, very nippy, and yeah, he's on screen now. He started over Joanne Jordan tonight, and I don't think that will continue. JJ's like a captain of the team type of guy. That's Oliver Torres is very handy. Like if you heard Oliver Torres was transferring from Seville to a team that you'd expect him to start in, and a team where you think like a good box to box midfielder could do well in, and you need a guy like that, he's your man. So looking at the scores, halftime in Roma, it's all been Roma. Let's get them up on screen. We'll have a wee chat about them. Make sure to drop a wee like, guys, while you're here with me today. So we've got Pellegrini on a 77.5, Tammy Abraham on a 79, Sergio Oliveira, Mkhitaryan on 45 and 50 respectively, and Karsdorp on 64 thanks to his assist. Knowing the Lazio team is getting anywhere near green except for Acerbi, who's on 45. Everyone else has been pretty mince, in particular the fullbacks and, of course, the goalkeeper conceding 3 goals for Lazio. So yeah, I've got some shopping to do, guys. I'm only kind of really talking about shopping rather than actually... Let's have a wee peek. Is that another rejected offer? The op is not sold, that's fine. So I sent some offers earlier. They're a wee bit cheeky. That get rejected. They're kind of in line with where they've been selling and stuff. But yeah, don't think... Right, let me have a wee peek, right? Let's see. Let's manager sales. We're going to go rare. We're going to go defender. Champion America. And then I'm going to do favourites. I'm going to see who have I actually got favourited here. I don't want MLS. Well, let's see the leagues. We've got one from Brazil and 3 from Argentina. Arana, there's only one of him listed, and Meloso. I think I only had him because there was only like one team at the time or something. 23. Is he transferring or something? He is U23. Can't be U23 for much longer. So yeah, I don't have that many favourites, it turns out, that fit this criteria. New card auctions. Let's see, rare. Defender. SO5 League Champion America. Primera Division. No, I don't care about the Primera Division, do I? I just want Super League in Brazil. Would I care if they're U23? So I've got an Axel Werner goalkeeper who's just been dropped. So I don't really have a South American goalkeeper, actually. Axel Werner's not going to be playing. So I'm a bothered if it's Brazil or Argentina that the guy plays in. I'm not too sure that I would be. I don't really know any of these guys. If I've seen somebody I knew, like, oh yeah, that guy. Fagner. Like, if I could get Fagner or Kevin McAllister cheap enough. I do quite like Fagner because he's got some caps. What does a Fagner go for? I've got his limited. I won that, which is quite cool. He does go kind of cheap, and there's an auction running. Right, okay. What can we get Fagner for, do we think? 0.14. It doesn't excite me spending that money on a Fagner. It really doesn't. Guys, I'm lacking inspiration. I need to go digging in South America, like real digging. I was hoping to go do some buys today, but I've been kind of talking myself. I think I need one more Champ Euro defender. Like Denier hasn't been playing. That's kind of been a kick in the balls. So any other Champ Euro defenders I could get a rare of that's like an ex-Man City player or an ex-like Celtic player that's not Van Dijk or Ruben Dias or who else is there? Or any guys that I just really like. Defenders. I like this LaCroix that plays for Wolfsburg, but I've got too many Wolfsburg players. I don't want to be ending up with more not deliberate stacks because they do become a bit restrictive. Like, if Celtic don't have a game, I'm missing so many attackers. Like, but equally, it is great that when Celtic score 4 goals or something and 3 different players that I've got are involved in decisive actions, then that's great because then all my teams have got good strikers in them. So it's one of those ones. Gianetti gets great AA. I think maybe a bit expensive though. Christian Zapata, bit of an AA beast this year, but on the old side. Yeah, Christian Zapata, former AC Milan. Yeah, I can dig that. If he's cheap. Oh, no way, man. Is he... Yeah, see if he's still playing. Is he really still playing? Like, I would take that. He's cheap enough. Zapata. Not just like in the team now, is he? Yeah, he's playing. He is 35, I suppose, but such a money burner. No one's going to buy that back off you for more than 0.124. Yeah. I do like it, but man, I really do like it. If I had this guy from when he was at Genoa for buttons, then brilliant. I'd be rubbing my hands together, but look how cheap he was going for, you know. But nah, I couldn't really get behind that now. But Gianetti, like, I'd seen him, I thought, I recognise his name. And I don't know if it's from when I've been chatting to guys like Techers or whoever. If you're saying he's a bit of a... And there's Vela Starfield. Form isn't great, which is good, because that's a nice time to buy somebody. I don't really care that he's not U23, that's good as well. Oh, yeah, he's not cheap, is he? Taro Gianetti. I mean, he goes for like half a coin. Can't be that big an AA beast, is he? Fuck. Yeah. Oof. Wow. Yeah, at least he's got the goods. This is giving me Mickey Yamane vibes. Giving me Mickey Yamane vibe. That's a great shout. I'm going to follow this guy. Lazio Roma coming back out for the second half. Nice, good to know, Stocky. But unfortunately, I don't think it's done much to his price. Or has it? I don't know, because he has auctioned. Let's see the auction. Rare. Yeah, he's auctioned for more than what he's going for now. So maybe a wee bit of an L5 haircut we're getting on him. 0.625, Jesus, man. I struggle with ones like this because I just don't know enough about the guy. See, you go and spend half a coin on this guy. Looks great. I can get behind it. But to go and sell it, is this a reward as well from the boy? No, it's not. He's a hustler. Superist, man. 6 days ago for 0.6, man. It's a great shout. It's a really tough one, but I do need to not have compromise picks. As such, I do need quality. Let's see, new card auctions. I'm just going to look at rare defenders, favourites that I've got, all positions and whatever. GNX is on auction now, 10 hours. I wonder what that will go for. It'll go for less in the secondary market because that puts a little ceiling on it now. Do we need a Quinny in the club? I'm thinking Eric Garcia could be a great shout. I think Eric Garcia is the major box ticker because he's U23, he's ex-City, he's champ Euro, and he does complement Ferran Torres and Depay. What does a Garcia go for rare? Not super rare. Cheaper than this Gianetti guy, you know, so... Yeah, I think Eric Garcia's the man. I think it's time we get Eric Garcia. So, yeah, auctions are about there, but I think he did have a DNP or two recently. Yeah, that brought some of the auctions down, but now he's back in the team, it feels like. Yeah, a little dip when he was out the team, probably. Now back at it. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy an Eric Garcia. Who's the lowest price? Right, let's see. So what does it go for? This says 380. Last auction. Secondary was 4.35 was the last auction. What's my balance? Yeah, I think we're going to go after an Eric Garcia, guys. 885. So I'm going to spin a bid out for 335. So let's try. What's the highest serial number to that? Yeah, let's see you. You've won that as a reward? No, you didn't. You've bought it. You bought it for 0.35, you cheeky monkey. Try to make some profit. Racing Usimo. He's been trading like mad. Dars 83. Reward. Bought it. 0.4. Yeah. You're the one. Minimum price of 3.8. For God's sake. So we're going to go to trying Dars then? I think Dars is taking a loss, man. Right, okay, cool. So we're about to send a wee offer away for Eric Garcia, 0.335. Offers away, and that is to Dars. So we'll give him a shot, then we'll try Racing Usimo. And then otherwise, we're at the mercy of the auction itself. So we'll see how that pans out. But I think, yeah, that'll do us. The Lazio Roma game has started for the second half, so I'm just going to get this Sorare data screen back up for us. And yeah, we'll tune back into the game. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely change things up for Barca. I'm going to move that screen over, and then that means that camera will move over. And yeah, everything might just be a hell of a lot better with that screen being there. The only thing I don't... Yeah, it's okay. Should be fine. Yeah, so how are you doing, guys? Let me know. Where's the... When should we buy MLS or J1 players, do you think, bro? I think kind of nowish isn't a terrible time, because what happens at this stage of proceedings, and this is a great little kind of footnote to go through with these, by the way, but what happened the last couple of times these, you know, this situation has came round with the rares and the super rares with these regions is everyone's desperate to get them in before the season starts, so you can start playing them and start winning rewards and having that edge or whatever. And then after we've had a couple of games like we've had now, the market gets really constipated on them, because the longer it goes on, the closer the new card auctions will come, you know, sort of idea. So because of that, liquidity dries up, and then sellers, if people have had in their head, I'm selling that guy to make money, or I'm selling that guy for whatever reason, then they're at the mercy of these market conditions. And at such time, you might be able to find a good opportunity. So I would definitely be looking, 100%, I would definitely looking now. When the auctions come out, it's going to kill or cure a few prices. Some prices, when the auctions come out, are going to nosedive, and some prices will actually surprise you and maybe even continue to rise, even with increased supply, because the demand is then discovered, and then the market realizes where the demand actually is. So I would keep yourself open to, and again, like what I do with the whiteboard over there, is I lay out my depth all the time, and I kind of change my perspective on what I'm thinking about. Like, oh, who have I got for the next 2 months? Who have I got for the next week? Who have I got for the next 6 months? Etc. etc. And when you do that often enough, you'll find this kind of cross section of every time you look at it, like, yeah, I'm like a champ Euro defender. I'm like a European defender that's of a certain caliber, whatever. Actually, I feel really good about that Eric Garcia. I hope we get that bid. If not, I'll send the cheeky bids out to everyone and see if anyone takes it. But I might just go for the auction, because the last auction was 0.35, and ETH is up circa 10%. So if we use that whole new money logic that, you know, the whole market runs on fiat now, then the ETH price should go down by about 10-ish%. So the bid I've snuck out there is still competitive, you know. I do put a lot of value on being a first owner, it must be said. Also, I won't be a first owner on this, but how many people have owned this Eric Garcia? 3 already. I don't like that. I like it to be as little as possible, to be honest. But so who's that we sent it to? Dars, wasn't it? This guy's got a minimum bid of the actual price. He's the only owner. That appeals to me a little bit more. Racing Eastimo's got a number 9 that's been traded about like a scud book through Pavel and everything. 2 seconds. Not that phone of me. Yo. Aye. I'm streaming. You can come in if you want. Nifty. Thank you. See you soon. There we go. So we'll have a special guest. He probably won't be on camera. I want to talk or anything. But yeah. I better start paying attention to this match again. I'm getting distracted by the market. Sorry, guys. Racing Isimo, how many guys? Yeah, that's been passed away in that scud book. So I actually kind of want this Nikai's one. Or I could just win an auction. Who's going after this auction? But yeah, nobody. Like somebody saying, oh, I'm coming for this. Cool. So I think that's where we're at. I think Eric Garcia is maybe our boy. Let me know what you think. Why is Eric Garcia back in the team? Is there something? I've watched a lot of Barca, but I've not actually paid any attention to the defence. When I went and seen Barca against Elche, for example, with Ronald Hernandez and Piqué, and I know Astor Ranks has been booked in the 83rd minute. So I'm not too sure what the script is. But yeah, Eric Garcia feels like the right purchase. Ex-City, good team, good national team as well for me. Very suitable national team. And that's what makes me, that's what stops me going after Spain for the World Cup this year is you kind of get De Gea and maybe Unai Simon is the number one. I don't want to build my whole World Cup strategy around a maybe goalkeeper that's still expensive. You know, if it was like a Matt Ryan type situation, different story. But Saj has been subbed off for Lazare on Sorare data. He has had an absolute nightmare of a match. Can we refresh this? Yeah, it's still you should be right. Loving life, guys. What a great day of football it's been. I really do need to pay attention to this Lazio game, but Lazio and Ajax, I'm really sorry, but I've not gave them the service I should have. It's absolutely peeing it down in Valencia. Seville, sorry, at the moment. The thing with Serie A is 3-0 at half time. The game's either dead or it's going to be a wild one. There's not much of a middle ground. The longer Lazio go without scoring, the more Mourinho's going to be buzzing. Time will get wasted. Silly fouls will be made. All the tropes. YouTube stream professional boxing HD showing Red Bulls v Crew if anyone needs it. Nice to know. Oh, it's Crew. It kicks off at 6:30, doesn't it? We'll be taking over, yeah, on Sky. So Wolfsburg, Leverkusen will end. I'm pretty sure it's on Sky, isn't it? It's either on Free Sports or Sky. I forget which one it's on. But the Crew game is televised somewhere, somehow, because I did have it in my running order. Oh, it's 8 minutes in. Free Sports it's on. We'll wait till Wolfsburg finishes because I'm watching Max Arnold, and then we'll go from Captain Max to Captain Zelarayan. Both one of 100s, by the way, which is interesting. Mancini, former FC Barcelona legend. Kind of miss that guy. Maybe we bring in Mancini back. But I do want that extra U23 option. Like, I do want that. Paulinho with a goal. 1-0 Leverkusen. Leverkusen manager is buzzing on the touchline. Paulinho's first goal of the season. Imagine how long I'd have been waiting for that if I held him. I held a super rare for ages. First goal he scored, I think, since I've owned that card, which is like over a year ago now. But maybe 4. I don't own it anymore, but when I bought it. So let's see. Wolfsburg look like they're going to break. But number 20 recovers the ball, plays it to Paulinho, who leaves John Brooks on the floor. He's got men in support Paulinho, but he just keeps going, gets his head down over the ball, strikes it goal. The keeper should do better. But with his right foot, the shot is just too quick. It's right within the keeper's frame of reach. He really should have done. But it's a goal. 1-0 Leverkusen, 5 minutes to go. Every time I look at Sociedad Seville are just running towards the Sociedad, goal. Either Sociedad are retreating with possession or the ball's been played into space. And every time I look at Lazio Roma now, it's just going nowhere. 6% chance of scoring a goal there. Aranguiz is number 20, so he's the man that recovered possession for that counter-attack. It's getting heated in the Rome derby. Murisic and Karsdorp are squaring up. Sarri and the referee calming Murisic down. Karsdorp giving him the death stare with his mad tattooed neck. Doesn't look like Lazio players have paid too much attention to this Lazio game too. No, I don't think they have. For sure. It's a bit dry, isn't it? Oh, Nemeka! Oh, Wolfsburg still knocking at the door. Want to get that point back. Lazio attacking with 3 men there against a 7-man Jose Mourinho Roman wall. Goes nowhere. Roma counter-attack with 3 bodies and now. Lazio have got about 6 bodies back. It gets snuffed out. It's a Lazio throw-in. So Leverkusen will move up to 3rd breaking away from Leipzig after Leipzig. Was it 0-0 earlier on? It was, wasn't it? Jesus. Yeah, so Wolfsburg break into third, get some points clear, even with all their massive injuries and whatnot that they're carrying. Schick and Wirtz and Frimpong. Great win. Wolfsburg have just been the nearly men all season. Played good games, looked good in possession, had some interesting play and all the rest of it. But the amount of times that they've come away with points is so low. Here's Vranks on the ball. Very clean, very good, very solid. I think they need a manager that's going to play 3-4-3 and have Vranks, Schlager and Arnold. And Schlager's only recently been fit. But I think that's a incredibly solid midfield three that ticks all the boxes that you want from a midfield three. And then it's just about finding Wind, Kroos and the Mecha together. But the shape they've given. Oh! Number 3 with a header. The Mecha almost at the tap in. Goal line clearance from a Leverkusen player. Looks at Jonathan Tah. And then Herdecke scoops it away in the air. And I think... Is it a goal kick or a corner? It should be a corner, I think. But... yeah. Tapsoba, maybe? Number 12 by goal line, or type of goal line clearance, so we'll probably get the credit for it on Sorare. And it's a goal kick. Leverkusen are buzzing, all the flags are out, all the ultras are loving it, all the away fans. And yeah, I think it's raining in Rome as well. Abraham's telling the crowd to get up for it. And we look forward, guys, after the Rome derby finishes, we'll be cutting away again. And then we'll be coming back for El Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Be sure to join me for that. If you've enjoyed anything we're doing, guys, please do leave a like. Share it on Twitter or WhatsApp groups and all these other places. It goes a long way to support the channel. And I thank you kindly if you do any of those things. Scotty Marshall, if you want a good challenger / all-star defender, then Nagidu of Ghent is cheap on the market, which is low for someone of his L5 and 40. Cameroon international, capable of 60 plus regularly. That's a wee cheeky check. Oi, oi. How did we spell that? In Ghent. Don't like Ghent players. Yeah, wow. Solid. How old is he? 31. Need a wee bit of U23 in there. Score. It's going good. It's 1-0 Leverkusen, 3-0 Roma. I think is that half time in Seville? It'll be 0-0. Not seen any goals there. And yeah, it's going good. We've watched like 6 or 7 games, I think, at this point. We've still got El Clasico to go. Once Wolfsburg finishes, we'll get Columbus Crew and the Red Bulls on. And we've got the Super Clasico tonight at 10 with Boca River. So yeah, good times. I'll check my SO5 shortly, actually. Now, Max Arnold will have his score tied in. Still not got JJ on the pitch yet, so nothing's changed here, and I don't have anything in Roma Lazio. But with these Tammy Abraham goals, Champion Euro might have changed its complexion, or something might have happened. I don't know. Demerby with a cross into the box. Paulinho! 2-0 Leverkusen! Oh, he's buzzing. That was a great header, by the way. What a finish from Paulinho. Great ball from Demerby. Came out of nothing, really. Wow. Leverkusen turning it on in the last 10 minutes. Kofeld, man, like so close to getting sacked so often this season. You know, these results, like, it's hard to see the guy because Wolfsburg have been decent, but they're just not coming away with points. Is that the players? Is that the manager? Baku loses out. I think that's Baku anyway. And Demerby just gets away from him. And Demerby, what a delicious ball, by the way. Could not have been any sweeter. And Paulinho rises, free header on the back post, totally unmarked. Boom. Who's your daddy? Easy as you like. Opposite side to the keeper. Empty net. What a ball went. Boom. I could have scored that. Probably wouldn't have, but... Dynamo Moscow stacks in the mud, losing 1-0 to Rostov after 60 minutes. Good to hear. I just realised I still got this little page on. Let's I'm going to have a wee peek at my SO5. Oh, Jesus, only on for unlimited now. Still got these guys to run. I've still got this to run. This is probably my favourite now. Captain Depay and All-Star Rare. Max Arnold is locked in pretty much with his points. Not going to be quite enough to get us there. Nothing changed there, nothing changed any of these. I need Zella to knock it out the park. And yeah, 24 points now off a reward. And we are now out of the rewards up here. Kick in the stones. Oi, oi, oi. Not got much left to run, guys. I need Barco to really pull out. I need Barco and Hassel to pull out some magic. And Depay. It's really just all on Depay now. Depay, maybe a wee bit of Zella Ryan could do something. Seattle are still to play, of course. JJ could come on. But I don't think it's going to be enough. You need to come on and get 2 decisives. Definitely we need one. Yeah, we need one for it to mean anything. And Depay is the only one. So it's just Depay really. Maybe this does something if Haaland and De Jong really pop. 90% ran. Yeah, Captain Depay does Captain Depay things. Then I think we can look at an upper tier, even yeah. Depay, we need Depay to start. That's what I'm thinking. And let's go get the Roma game back up. That's Wolfsburg finished, so we'll change that game in a sec. Get the crew and the Bulls on. There we go. Awesome possum. Right, let's see. Paulinho is chuffed with himself, to say the least. $10 tonight. New Faces Power Hour. I might be interested in that. 3 sports. Shit, what Chromecast number is that? Oh, it says it's on Free Sports, but it bloody well ain't. It bloody well ain't. I wonder if it's on Sky. No TV. No TV, where are you? There must be something on. Sports, watch live. Super Sunday's on? I don't even know who the fuck's on that. Oh, it's Cologne v Dortmund on after that, so yeah, I think we'll just leave that to run, because I don't see the MLS on Sky, and it's, yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to run into the Dortmund match in the final half an hour or so of the Rome derby. We'll maybe see a wee bit of Haaland action. Oh, Milinkovic-Savic has got a bloody nose. Skips by Cristante. That's nothing to do with the bloody nose. That's from earlier. Oh, he's got a wee snotter up his eye. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Cataldi and Romero come on for Felipe Anderson and Lucas Leiva. Adverts on the other 2 games. Not much else going on. Have you thought about getting wee Vinny at the Dons? See, he has a rare card from Den Haag. Wee Vinny at the Dons. Skosker, who? You need to spell it out for me, pal, sorry. John Andrews, hi Quinny, hi all. Hope you're having a good one, having a great one. You need Szymanski to get a decisive. Yeah, they've just been getting slated in the live chat. Yeah, Mikey, I've seen that. Oh, yeah, maybe I could just cast onto that then. Good shout. Oh no, I'm probably just gonna leave on Haaland. Let's see what he gets up to. Only game on Sky is Austin Sounders. Right, sound. Is that on tonight? So I'll maybe stick that on a telly. Because I've also got that Seattle stack and limited to run. Is that today? Is that today? It is. 8:30. Same as El Clasico. Right, sorted, so we'll have that on a screen as well then. Bit of a crap match to be on Sky, considering some of the ones that have, you know, could have had on. Oh, Abraham, that's got to be a big chance missed. One-on-one with the keeper. Keeper's off his line around the penalty spot. Let's see it one more time. Beats the offside trap. What a ball from the deep left back position. Takes it down on his chest, and then it is a nice finish. It's just wide of the mark, unfortunately. Wonder if that is a BCM. That might open up some chances. He's on a 78. Let's see if it goes down. Yeah, he's got none yet, so he might get one for that. Rui Patricio, Chris Small. I don't think these Roma guys have had much to do. It's really been the attacking players that have been putting Lazio under pressure, keeping Lazio in uncomfortable situations and stopping them having any real build-up. But yeah, on Lazio go. They're going to try and get a goal back. There's plenty. If they can get a goal soon, you could say there's plenty of time for them. But like I said before, the longer it goes on with no Lazio goal, the more confident Roma will become. The more, close, big long range strike from Lazio. Deflection came off a defender. Patricio had to catch a dropping ball, and Ciro Immobile challenged him with a header in the air. Oh, it was Cristante with the ball. That's two guys with name today, Ruben Aguilar and Brian Cristante, and we've seen some good action from both of them. Tammy Abraham has got it. Yeah, he's down to 73 now, and he's got his big chance missed. Unlucky Tammy. Oh, that'll be my guest. 2 seconds. If you think it's cold over here. What's that? Go for a piss if you want. Huh? I'm not pissed. Alright. Sit down. No. I'm streaming. I'm live. Probably not. No, you've not got a microphone. No, this blocks everything out. Most of the stuff, aye. So you've been up to the day? Fair enough. I've done the microphone volume now down a wee bit. There you go. Sorted. What's that? Ah, said I'm streaming. Did you think I said Steven? Like you're Steven? No, I'm streaming. So we're watching Roma Lazio now. It's Roma's been 3-0 up since half time. And then the stream will end after that. So you can hang about. That's in 20 minutes. Hang about for a bit. And then I'll be turning back on live. We're going to watch El Clasico, Barca Real. And then Super Classico, Boca and River. Aye. Been here all day. Started at PSG Monaco at 12. I think I've watched 7 games. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of good. There's a live chat here. We're just talking about the game, so rare and stuff as well. There's about 20 people there, I don't know. It cost me anything. Just turn on. Yeah, just turn it on and go. Oh, I need to pay for all these bloody. Aye, 3-0 at half time, man. 2 good goals. A free kick and a good one from Tammy Abraham. And Tammy Abraham's first goal was a bit of a crapper. Tammy Abraham's just missed a big chance, and then that was a defensive action. Dortmund are just starting over there with Cologne. I've got a Haaland, so we'll see what he's up to. And then this is Sevilla v Sociedad. Not really getting anything on that game, but it's the only other one that's on there now. Yeah. I noticed it in the Wolfsburg game that they had it, and I thought it was a VW thing. Wolfsburg. But what do you call it? It's a peace symbol, isn't it? Oh! I thought Haaland was about to get the ball there, edge of the box. Less than a minute in, Dortmund are right up for it tonight. Hmm? No. No. You're petrified. I wonder if you're even on camera. You're not. Nah, I see your legs. Aye. Camera's there. Besusian at Aberdeen. I don't know him, score, but I'm kind of talking myself into this. Eric Garcia. I think he's the one that ticks all the boxes for me. We've got 20 minutes to go in the Rome derby, and I think Roma are going to cruise to a 3-0. Is this Joanne Jordan coming on at half time? The Seville game might be heating up for me. If it is, yes, he is. JJ. Joanne Jordan at half time is coming on for Munair El Haddadi. Let's hope that. So what's probably going to happen there is Oliver Torres is probably going to go a bit more advanced, and JJ is going to slot into that midfield spot that he's been in. Yeah, I think that's what the TV's telling us now. Oliver Torres is on screen. So yeah, that could get spicy. I need JJ to put up, I think, 60 points, and I could be in the running for something. Let me check. So JJ's about to come on. I need him to get decisive. So we need a goal or an assist from JJ. At the moment, we're 60 points off of a prize in that division with 91% ran. So if we can get a second half masterclass from JJ, I've got Captain Giacomakis in that team as well, who's hit 100 points. With the captain bonus, it's been 6, so I don't want that to go to a waste. But and Slovic did okay, but the other two players were pretty weak. So I'm hoping JJ off the bench second half is going to be the man. Buzzing. It's funny because see, with all these TVs on mute, like I can hear everyone upstairs and I can hear everybody outside, like walking and talking and kicking about and all that. Like, cause it's dead silent in here. Like, cause I've muted all the tellies, and if I don't talk, like, you can just kind of hear it. You know, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe they can hear me upstairs, but I don't really care. Vina is about to come on for Roma. I think that's the young kid that scored recently in one of the games, but I think he's been impressive. And the thing with like Mourinho gets tanked for not playing youngsters and all that, but this year at Roma, if you look at some of the kids that he's been playing, I think some of it's been enforced by injury and suspensions and whatnot, but Mourinho's playing the kids in Rome. No two ways about it. And the signing of that Sevilla, our goalkeeper that we're chatting about earlier, kind of ties into that young generation he's maybe trying to foster over there. What are you recording for? Sending this to your birds? My mate's got this football back cave. I'll put this telly on for a bit. There we go. You can say hi if you want. You can if you want. That camera's on. Aye. No? You can see your legs if you want to say hi. There we go. So I've got this camera on. The guys watching the stream can see bits of these tellies. You know, so like it's a watch along. You can have a wee cheeky. You can kind of see what's going on without seeing what's going on. So it's a decent wee camera to throw up. We've only got about 15 minutes left. 22, is that Mkhitaryan? Maybe somebody's off the pitch for Roma in a pile. The game continues on. Lazio are playing against 10 men here. They are really running out of time if they're going to be scoring a goal and making a match of this. And yeah, it's cleared away. Tammy Abraham just humps it up the pitch. And it's going to go out for a throw in deep in Lazio's half. And I'm sure there'll be some medical attention for that Roma player. He's got a beard. I don't recognise him. Oh, it's Sergio Oliveira, 27, not 22. And is he making a meal of it? I think he is. We've got a corner for Dortmund, it looks like, as well, over in Cologne. Haaland and Witzel buzzing for the delivery. Delivery comes in. Nowhere near MD. Long shot from edge of the box. Oh, the Cologne goalkeeper gets 2 pams to it and it gets back out of the box. And yep, no one's really held possession. Everything all kind of fizzles out. Roma are just really happy with Lazio having the ball now, and it is just a case of just counting the clock down, I think, for Roma. Lazio are kind of Yeah, they've just got no ideas really. They're just passing back, big switches, going out for a throw. Yeah, Lazio have just lost ideas at this stage. Cologne are buzzing that they defended all of that pretty well. Is that Gio? Is Gio Reyna started? He has. Why have I not got notifications? Gio Reyna started. Is that team's dead? But isn't it? Yes. Good to see him, but good to see him back in the team. Let's see if he causes some damage. Let's put those scores back up. Is that screen back on? Don't worry about it. You're off camera now. Changed it up again. But yeah, not I'm looking at this Lazio game. There's on this I'm just changing screens. That camera's on, and I just decide what screen is on. But I've also got this little thing and I can like zoom in and stuff with it and like focus change and do some things with it. It's like the little stand for the camera, but it acts as a little remote, which is kind of cool. Like toys. Oh, by the way, I bought myself a star screen for my birthday. Wait till you see this bad boy. Transformer. It's a beast, isn't it? So you guys don't know I'm a Transformers fan. This is a beast. This is a toy I've waited a lifetime to be made. It's an absolute topper. And I brought it back in because like all my toys are in here now. 1-0 Dortmund. Julian Brandt looks like to be the goal scorer, or number 39, whoever that is. It looks like Julian Brandt. Haaland is over celebrating with him. Maybe he's got an assist. But look at that, man. I know you maybe won't be able to appreciate that as much as me, but that is a stunning little toy. And it comes with all the extra pieces and all that fun stuff as well from the movie and whatnot. Aye, OG out of its head. Love it. It's like a classic 80s design, everything toy, but made like now. Transforming it's dead easy. Sometimes these ones can be a pain in the ass to transform, but that one's really good. Dead easy, the details quality. And aye, buzzing. Yeah, I don't know who that was. Number 39 or 69 or something for Dortmund. We can check it out. Who's got the assist? It's a deep ball. That might be Gio Reyna, by the way. That's a deep ball from somebody. Maybe the Hood. Or maybe Schultz. Let me have a wee glance over. It was Marius Wolf that gets the goal. The assist is from Jude Bellingham. What a ball that was from Jude. You were asking about him the other day, weren't you? Or was it somebody? Aye. Yeah, it was you. Aye, Jude Bellingham with the assist. What a pass that was. Lazio are over a free kick here. It's Romero and 32. I think that's Cataldi. Can they make a fist of it? Can they make a fist of it? 32 is on the pitch here. Yeah, I think it's a sub. So that'll be Cataldi and Romero are over the free kick for Lazio. About 25 yards out, but the same distance as the Pellegrini free kick, and actually almost the exact same situation as Pellegrini's free kick that he scored from in the first half. See what I mean? You can hear everybody just like having a wee chat, walking down the street and that. I had the tellies on you when you hear that, you know. But just because it's so quiet. Oh, ball in for Haaland. Cannot get a touch on it. Goes out for a goal kick. That free kick went nowhere. Cataldi took the shot, it looks like. Yeah, he did. Cataldi takes the shot. And yeah, it's a conversion, so rugby kick. Sociedad, yeah, nothing. Yeah, final 10 minutes. Jordan Veretout is going to make an appearance. He's probably going to come on for Cristante or Oliveira. One of them has been booked. Oliveira's been booked, so it might be him. And it is. Oh, who would have guessed it? Oliveira off, Veretout on. And it looks like maybe Rakitic is about... No, looking at the wrong game, sorry. I thought Rakitic was about to come on, but that was the Cologne game I was looking at for a second. What's that? Roma in the league? Great question mark. Let's pull that up and we'll get that on screen, the league table. I've done that for every other game so far and I actually forgot for this one, so thank you very much for asking that. Roma in the league now. Oh, it's necking. I actually should have looked at this before. Let's pull that on screen. So we have... I need to get this up to here. There we go. Sorry, mate, 2 seconds. So Lazio are in 6th now, dropping down. Roma move up to 5th. 2 points between them after today. So this is a real 6-pointer. You know, Lazio moved down, Roma moved up, swap places. And yeah, so Roma now are really hunting down. No, they're really looking to. I don't think Roma or Lazio could catch the top 4. There's another 8 points to get to Juventus in 4th. And then the top 4 is quite tight. But it's about securing that 5th spot to get European football for next year. That'll be Europa League group stages if they can seal that. League leaders at the moment is AC Milan, 3 points ahead of Napoli. Inter Milan are 3 games behind Napoli and 6 points behind AC Milan, but Inter have a game in hand, and then 1 point behind Inter is Juventus. So it's quite tight up there. But it's not happened in years, man. AC have looked really good this year. A boy called Rafa Leao's been scoring goals finally. Midfield's doing really good. I actually watched AC Milan on yesterday. I think I caught a wee bit of them. Yeah, they've been doing really good. A big part of the problem, part of what's went well for them this year is the whole change around with. Let me just hide the table now. With Inter Milan, with Conte leaving, Lukaku leaving, Juventus have still been a basket case, and even though they've just signed Vlahovic, they had Ronaldo last year. He's left, and it's caused a bit of a, him being there. They're all kind of blaming him being there for like loss of progression over the last couple of years or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, basically. So Juve are a real basket case. Inter Milan are just weaker than what they were last year, and they have European football. When Conte won the league with them last year, I don't think they had any European football of note. They just kind of ran away with the title. And Napoli are kind of ever present. They're second now. Napoli are due a Scudetto win. Oh, Lazio with a shot on target. Patricio with a solid catching dive save. I don't know what you'll get credited for there, but solid save from the goalkeeper. Let's see that again. Milinkovic-Savic plays it down the right for, I'm guessing, whoever the right back is. He came on for Heisic. Lazare maybe. Immobile with the header. And solid catch from Patricio. Less than 10 minutes to go here with Roma Lazio. And yeah, the game's done, isn't it? There's no way. Like, Lazio's time to get a goal and get back into this match is past. So I've got a wee bit of an eye on Sevilla now that JJ is on the pitch. But he's just sitting in their deep line midfield position. I really need him to get a decisive. I keep thinking, I'm hoping for players to get decisives. I'm really keep thinking about goals, but I need to remember, even something as dodgy as a goal line clearance will work for me, or an assist. I don't mind. Just need a decisive action. And it's so easy to think about that as always being a goal. So I'm going to get fed after this in 5 minutes. If you're up for that. I don't know. I just know I need to eat dinner. So once this finishes in 5, I say we've probably got about an hour. I've got a bit of time to kill before Barca. Atalanta play later and they can go back to 5th. Stocky Scott, good spot, my man. I just kind of cut the table off there for the visuals. I didn't look beyond that, but that's a great spot. Watch the Spurs game this afternoon. Kane is going to be a so rare monster. I can believe it. Darren Darby, rate Eric Garcia over Ronald Araujo long term in the Barca setup? Well, yeah. Because he is like a Barca graduate. They brought him back from Man City. And, when they've done that, the last time they've done that kind of thing was for Gerard Piqué, bringing him back from Man United to Barca. And, you don't need me to tell you about anything to do with Gerard Piqué in Barcelona. So I can very easily imagine it. I think the pairing is Araujo and Garcia post Piqué, and it is just that interim period of Piqué. Maybe this is his last season, who knows, but I think they both play. I think they're both going to be starters in that Barca team unless they went out and signed somebody top level, which they've not really been linked with. It's mainly been midfielders and forwards that they've been linked with, and right backs in particular. Serginho Dest picking up an injury, as well as Dani Alves, who's been kind of ever present this year now at the ripe old age of 48, whatever he is. So yeah. And again, like, if you don't know my gallery too well, a lot of my gallery is centered around ex-CFG in particular, but Man City players as well as Celtic-related players. So Eric Garcia is ex-City, so that's a big box ticker for the kind of theme and the kind of theme and kind of what's going on at my club. Piqué going back didn't do it too badly, did it? No, he didn't. Didn't do it too badly going back to Barca for Man United. You're quite right there. Bove is about to come on for Roma. This guy definitely scored recently and is like a young academy type kid. So another Mourinho academy kid coming on. Seville have got a corner in the 58th minute. Is Martial getting subbed off? He is. He doesn't look happy about it. That's Martial of old. That's Man United Martial. We can see doesn't look happy. He's raging. He's been subbed off. In the Serie enters the fray. And I think now, with the exception of Rakitic, it's the same Seville team that played Man United. Was it Man United? Who did Seville just play? Was it Man United? I'm losing my mind. Was it Man United? Who did Seville just play in Europe? Who was it, Man U? Who was it they just played? I watched it. West Ham. West Ham. That's who it was. It's Lorenzo Pellegrini coming off for Bove. I think it's Eduardo Bove. I think Bove. Jose Mourinho gives him a nice wee cuddle and a wee pat on the back. Good job, son. Oliver Torres out of Jules Koundé for Seville. Seville are looking to build. Yes, they do. Find in the Serie. I think that is edge of the box. It comes out to, I think that's Goodell, Thomas Delaney, Joanne Jordan. It's just going left to right, going nowhere. Possession has been 66% Lazio. Roma have just been like, hey, you have the ball. We're done. We've scored 3 goals and you're not going to get anywhere near it. Run the clock down. Lazio have just had all the possession and nothing to do with it, but lacked a wee bit of killer cutting edge, it feels like today. And Jose Mourinho's just done a number on Roma. This 3-4-3 setup that Roma has deployed, very similar to what we've seen with Wolfsburg, and it's kind of what I've seen earlier on. It allows you to do different things with your forwards, and from what I've seen today, it feels like Abraham, Pellegrini, and Mkhitaryan get great little synergy in that front three. And what you end up having in that kind of shape is that back three and the midfield 4 acting as like this kind of platform of 7 players to give those 3 a bit of creative freedom to go and attack when opportunities arise. So it's been good to see that from Roma in the spells that we've seen. And it feels like one of those tactics that's kind of creeping across Europe. I've seen it in the Premier League with Conte. He was quite good at doing it. Tuchel's been quite good at doing it with Chelsea also. And yeah, something else noteworthy we've caught today. Nothing really happening in the Dortmund game, I suppose. Seville, nothing really going. And yeah, we're in the last couple of minutes now of Roma Lazio. It's 3-0 Roma. It's been that way since half time. And I don't think anything of note has happened really second half. Maybe 1 or 2 close calls. But yeah, nothing really doing. Otherwise, Lazio might have a counter-attack on the go here if they're motivated enough. And they're not good enough, basically. Mkhitaryan picks the pocket of Milinkovic-Savic. And Roma are going to try and control possession, but they fail. Ball turns over with Cataldi, I think that is. Milinkovic-Savic plays it up, and unfortunately it goes nowhere. Ibanez collects it, and it's going to try and get the ball out from the back. But Lazio keep the pressure on. Milinkovic-Savic cross into the box. Chris Smalling with a headed clearance. It's going to be a Lazio throw in the final third. Maybe they can get a wee bit of consolation at the end of the match, but it would just be a cross from the left. Absolutely goes to waste. Roma, Rui Patricio, they're going to waste some time here, take their time restarting the match. And yeah, I think that it's hard to imagine Lazio keeping the motivation up after that. Lazio fans are buzzing, they're waving all the flags. Roma fans are even more buzzing, they're raids. Everyone's waving their flags today. It's a 3-0 win to Roma. All the fans are buzzing, they're getting ready for the final whistle to blow. And there's going to be maybe a pitch invasion. But they're all going silly daft. They're all buzzing for it, whether they're winning or losing today. And yeah, we're almost at time. I don't know what the ref will add on. There has been stoppages, but really, like, what's the point in adding on time in this game? Lazio are zinging the ball about. This is probably the most motivated I've seen Lazio in the last half an hour. It's almost like crap. If we don't score a goal, we're going to miss a bonus or something. Quickly, guys. Get the ball in the box. It's out right there now with Lazare. 5 men in the box. If he's going to swing it in, he does. He's got 2 men closing him down. He cannot get the ball into the box. Drops it back to his defender, who zings it into the edge of the 18-yard box. And again, it's cleared away by Roma after a couple of duels. Lazio are determined to pass the ball, but Roma are not going to let it get anywhere near the box. Abraham's going to press them down and try and run the clock down. We've got 4 minutes of added time. I don't know where the referees found them from. Wish West Ham had signed Tammy Abraham. What a setup, by the way, mate. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad you like the place. I'll be expanding to rares and super rares and would like to be as U23 centric as possible. So Phil Garcia is worth being a starting block, but not sure waiting a few months is better to bring in EU players. You know, whenever I identify anyone profile, if you know the profile is a total, David Silva has come on for Rafinha Alcantara in the Sociedad game. Mikel Merino has also been subbed off, which is unusual to see for Sociedad, and a little bald guy has come on for Mikel Merino, and it's John Guridi. Never heard of him before. Never seen his wee bald head before either. But for me, with those guys, Darren Darby, when you know they fit your profile of it's a U23 starting centre back, yada yada, if you're happy with the price you can acquire for, waiting for manana, waiting for tomorrow, maybe it's a bit cheaper. That backfires as often as it pays off, you know. So you have to live with that jeopardy when you're doing that, and it can work and it can pay off. But for me, this time of the season, a European player is amongst one of the better times to be getting them, because it definitely feels like there's a malaise in the market with Champ Euro cards in particular, that everyone's expecting the season to end. We've still got more of the season left than I think a lot of people give it credit for. But if the profile and the price fits, do it, is my advice. Do your own research, act responsibly, etc. But our wee bald boy here is look at life. He's hustling Oliver Torres. Wee John Guridi. Yeah, wow, he's one of you. Oh, this wee bald guy is Philippines, by the way, for Sociedad. He must have heard me slating him. We're in the 92nd minute. The Lazio and the Roma fans are swinging around all their flags and waving everything, goading each other and singing all sorts of songs, I'm sure. And they're waiting for the full-time whistle to come. Sarri has finished his 10 deck, and he needs to go to the shop to get some more cigarettes. And Jose Mourinho is laughing all the way to the bank after this game. Well-deserved win bonus from Roma. And yeah, this is like vintage. This for me is much closer to vintage Mourinho than what the English media see as vintage Mourinho, which would be a 1-0 win. 2 or 3-0 up, kill a game in the first half, and then just flex the entire match. You're not good enough to score against a strong defence by a capable goalkeeper. That for me is much more classic Mourinho than the whole we're going to defend for 90 minutes and sneak a goal. That's not really what classic Mourinho's all about. Sociedad float a ball into the back post. Nice volleys blocked by a defender from Seville, and number 6 for Seville can clear the ball out to number 9, which I think is end the series. The counter-attack maybe begun here. Oliver Torres is right up the pitch. He's everywhere. I forget all the players that we've named today. Oliver Torres might be the 3rd, but they've all done well. Ruben Aguilar scoring really well in the Monaco match. I forget who it was in this match. Brian Cristante, that's who it was. How well has he scored today? 44, nothing good, but nothing amazing, I should say, sorry, but very decisive in a game that they've not even gave possession away. They've just allowed Lazio the ball. It is a credible enough score. Sergio Oliveira, who's his counterpart, has actually scored a little bit less, and typically you'd maybe say Sergio Oliveira is the better of the two in terms of SO5, and I would definitely agree with you. But sometimes these other guys can be just as worthwhile to have in your fresh old team, the first team you're building, whatever it is you're going for. It's full time in Rome, 3-0 Roma. They're acting like they've won the cup, and Lazio are gutted. Tecatito's the number 9 for Seville from earlier, sorry. Yeah, Tammy Abraham's got his shirt off, he's buzzing. Roma are buzzing, Jose Mourinho's buzzing. All the flags are out in the Roma end. The Roman army is singing, and the Lazio guys will be tail between the legs and going home. Rakitic has entered the fray now for Sevilla. And there's some good... Oh, Haaland. Oh, Haaland had a great sight-out goal. I hope that doesn't go down as a BCM. It is a BCM for Haaland, but it wouldn't be a BCM for anyone else. So let's go check out... Yeah, here it is here. Yeah, no big chance missed as of yet. That's fine. Right, okay, guys. I think I'm going to love yous and leave yous. I've got my good friend Waf here, so we're going to go get some food and prepare for El Clasico. I don't know if you'll be joining me for that, Waf, but let's go and get some food. And yeah, Roma up to 5th in the table. Atalanta have 2 games in hand. There's a table up there, Wafi, if you want to see it. 2 games in hand in 7th. With that, we'd put them on 54 points. We'd put them right clear of Roma. So that's a massive, massive game. It looks like Roma have definitely stolen the march on Lazio for that guaranteed European spot. I know the... Well, who's the Coppa Italia final? Is it Inter and AC? Oh, I'm losing my mind now. Is it Fjord? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the second stream of the day, and I look forward to catching you later on for El Clasico. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Is there any comments to catch up on? Will you be keen to get City players? No, they'll be too expensive, but I'll be glad to win some City players. I sold half of my European players, but I don't know which league I should continue for 2 weeks later. Arda Corbace, I'll come back to that in the next stream, buddy. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I will catch you for the El Clasico. Take care. Bye-bye.